Elon Reeve Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa in 1971 to parents May and Errol Musk, which divorced soon after Musk was born. In his early years, Musk was a very precocious child, taking interest in reading and programming at an early age. Musk even sold his first video game that he programmed at the young age of 12, which he called Blastar. In Musk's teen years, due to South Africa's mandated military service at the time for all white males, and Musk's aversion towards the apartheid taking place in the country, he decided to immigrate to Canada with his mother when he was 17 years old. While in Canada, Musk continued with his education with the application and acceptance into the prestigious Queen's University in Kingston, where he began his studies in business. Shortly after, Musk transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he continued his studies and was awarded his undergraduate degree in economics. Only 1 year later, Musk then received another bachelor's degree in physics, where he then decided to move to California to pursue his PhD in physics. Meanwhile, the dot-com bubble or internet boom, which was a rapid rise in U.S. technology stock equity valuations, fueled by investments in internet-based companies during the bull market in the late 1990s, was full in effect in capturing the attention of businessmen all over the world. Subsequently, only 2 days after enrolling in Stanford University, Musk dropped out to become part of the boom, in which he founded his own company to participate in the boom, the Zip2 Corporation. In 1995, Musk and his brother Kimball and his good friend Greg Curry decided that they were going to take their technology ambitions to new heights by starting the Zip2 Corporation. Zip2 was a website that provided directory services to individuals as well as organizations, much like its paper competitor, the Yellow Pages. At the very beginning of the startup, Musk and his associates were unable to secure investors to launch the new company. This ultimately led the three partners sleeping in the office to save on rent money. But soon after a year of living in this style, they were able to secure $3 million in investments through the more Davidoff Ventures. Although initially appointed to be CEO of Zip2, after the investments by the independent venture firm, he was replaced by a professional mandated by the new partnership. Even with Musk out of the CEO seat, the company continued to perform well and grow by securing top-name newspaper companies in the industry, including the New York Times. In 1999, after years of success and growth in the Zip2 Corporation, the organization decided to accept a purchase offer from the Compaq Computer Corporation, which owned Alta Vista, one of the leading internet search engines at the time. The deal was made and Zip2 was officially purchased at $300 million. This was the ending of one chapter of Musk's business career, and subsequently would be the beginning of a new one with his start in his new venture, X.com. X.com, an online money transferring platform, was yet another online business that Musk had started using the proceeds that he received from the sale of Zip2 Corporation. Nearly a year into the business, Musk and the X.com team decided to merge with a like-minded company, Confinity, who was also in business of money transfers. When the companies merged and became PayPal, Musk once again was appointed to the position of CEO. But again, Musk's position as the company's top man did not last long. Due to the disagreements between Musk and a former partner, Musk was eventually voted out of the position and replaced by that partner. When Musk was out of town on vacation in Australia, the board had voted him out. Fortunately for Musk, this was not a career ender, nor did it slow down any of his personal ambitions. Soon after he stepped down from the position of CEO, the company was bought by a small company named eBay for a sum of $1.5 billion. Musk, being the largest shareholder in PayPal, earned roughly $165 million from the purchase and again began looking toward the horizon for new business prospects. The next adventure for Musk would become his most notable and long-lasting business venture yet, Tesla. Tesla, unbeknownst to most, was not founded or started by Elon Musk, but was rather started in California's Silicon Valley by engineers Martin Edberg and Mark Tarpenning in 2003. Musk did not join the team until a year later, when the two engineers were in search of venture capital funding to help realize their dream. Enter Elon Musk. The young entrepreneur who had already had so much success at an early age was just the person to help conceive the dream that was Tesla. Musk became involved in the company in 2004 with his initial investment of $7.5 million in Series A investing, which consequently not only landed him a spot on the board of directors of the company, but also landed him the top spot as chairman. In 2002, the basis of SpaceX, or Space Exploration Technology Corporation, started with a thought from Elon Musk, the founder and CEO of the forward-thinking company. Why have we not made more progress since the Apollo? Musk, an avid space enthusiast, started researching on the intricacies of space exploration and the possibility of going back into space, but this time as a private venture. Musk's thought was that if he could gain public support for the project and get people interested in space again, he would be able to garner the much-needed backing to sustain a private space transportation company. This was just the beginning and has led to remarkable accomplishments, including on September 28, 2008, Musk and SpaceX made history by becoming the very first private company to launch a vehicle into space. This vehicle was the Falcon 1. In addition to Musk's main business endeavors with Tesla and SpaceX, he also has a role to play in Solar City and the Boring Company. Solar City was a business started by his cousin in California, and of recent in 2016 was bought out by Tesla and now remains a subsidiary of Tesla Inc. The Boring Company was another one of Musk's ideas that have turned into reality. Musk was concerned about the amount of traffic in LA and came up with the idea of making tunnels to alleviate traffic congestion. This dream of his once again turned into reality when he garnered all of the resources and began tunneling under SpaceX property, to which he has already bored out a 500-foot tunnel. The revolutionary entrepreneur has showed zero signs of slowing down his business ventures and continues to be one of the most influential leaders of our time, showing just how far an individual can go with passion and drive.
At age 17 in 1989, Musk moved to Canada to attend Queen's University and avoid mandatory service in South African military. Musk obtained his Canadian citizenship that year, in part because he felt it would be easier to obtain American citizenship via that path. In 1992, Musk left Canada to study business and physics at the University of Pennsylvania. He took on two majors. He graduated with an undergraduate degree in economics and stayed for a second bachelor's degree in physics from the Wharton School. The two majors speak to the direction Musk's career would take later, but it was physics that made the deepest impression on his thinking. Physics is a good framework for thinking, he would later say. Boil things down to their fundamental truths and reason up from there. After leaving Pennsylvania at 24 years old, Musk headed to Stanford University in California to pursue a PhD in energy physics. However, his move was timed perfectly with the internet boom. Musk had entrepreneurial visions dancing in his head. He left the PhD program after just 2 days. He dropped out of Stanford after just 2 days of launching his first company, Zip2 Corporation, in 1995. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. Quoted by Elon Musk. If you ever wondered why you haven't changed the world, Elon Musk has the answer. You've got to work at least 80 hours a week to make a difference. Nobody ever changed the world on 40 hours a week, says the workaholic on Twitter. Elon Musk is very passionate about his job and does not have an off switch. He is a true workaholic. He thinks a person cannot be successful working 40 hours a week. Musk believes if you are good at something, you should work even harder to excel at it.
This portion of the presentation, we're going to talk about Elon Musk's personality type of being an introvert. Elon Musk is a known and self-proclaimed introvert. He refers to himself as an introverted engineer and admits that It took a lot of work to polish his public speaking skills. He admits that this is one of the greatest obstacles he had to overcome in being a CEO, was to be able to get up and speak in front of large audiences. Elon Musk is joined by other super successful introverts such as Albert Einstein, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. And there's a common misconception that introverts do not make good CEOs. Studies have shown, however, that that introverted CEOs are more successful than extroverted CEOs. The truth is, most introverts are very confident decision makers and problem solvers and can make great business leaders and entrepreneurs. So based on the Myers-Briggs personality types, Elon Musk falls under the INTJ, the introvert, intuitive thinking, and judging personality type. The INTJ is known for their vision, drive. They're known for implementing their ideas to achieve the vision. They can also see patterns in external events, and they can develop long-range explanatory perspectives. The INTJ also has very high stamina along with high standards of competence and performance, not only for themselves but for others as well. So the INTJ expects as much hard work out of the people they're working with as they expect out of themselves. Some challenges that the INTJ can face are loneliness, being misunderstood, and working impossibly hard and becoming burnout. The INTJ characteristics definitely describe Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a known engineer in creating disruptive technologies. He's known for working 80 to 100 hours a week. He's known for spending the night having a couch, sleeping in the couch in his office at his companies. And he's driven by an internal desire to change the world. And he's somewhat private. He tries to keep his private life out of the public eye. Other than talking about his companies and plans to improve life on Mars, we usually don't hear Musk talking about much. He rarely discusses his personal life, and despite being pressured into discussing his first divorce from his first wife, Justine Musk, he kept his life private until pushed to clarify some misconceptions about the divorce. In this slide, we're going to look at Elon Musk's type of power. According to Lucier, the textbook, power is defined as the leader's potential influence over followers. So out of the different types of power, we've identified that Elon Musk first has position and legitimate power. This is based off the chain of command. It's power, that legitimate power is based on the user's position power given by the organization. So with Musk being the CEO of his companies, he definitely has position and legitimate power. Another power that Musk shows is expert power, and this is based on a person's skill, knowledge, and expertise. Musk is an engineer himself. He's an entrepreneur, so he definitely displays expert power. And then we have personal and referent power, and this power is based on a person's ability to influence others by appealing to their values, ideas, and emotions. So this power many times is displayed in charismatic leaders, leaders that are, able to influence people, to appeal to their emotions. So with Musk being a successful engineer, entrepreneur, and CEO, he's displayed the use of all these different types of power to one extent or the other. His success in launching companies such as PayPal, Tesla, SpaceX, and the Boring Company demonstrates his ability to design, develop, and lead organizations.